Hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you so much for coming to our dynamic workshop. So, quick show of hands, who has heard of dynamic before? Okay, that's a pretty good turnout. Keep your hands up if you've actually used dynamic before. Okay, real MVPs right there. So, I'm Kim, and I recently joined Dynamic and Fireblocks as developer relations. We have around 20 minutes here to set you up for the weekend, folks, so let's just get started. Quick lay of the land. I'm going to intro our team, give you a download of what Dynamic is. Then the two most important things that you're probably looking for is prize tracks and your hacker resources. And lastly, we have a very exciting live demo with Eric with our newest product called Fireblocks Flow. So first up, this is our very talented team on the ground this weekend. We are here to support you, talk to you, idea validation. You could yell at us if our docs are not great. We have Eric Tesenair, who is our solutions architect and will be walking us through the live demo after my portion. We have Joanne over here, who is our marketing rock star. She is super friendly and knowledgeable, so please say hi. We also have Zayan around the booth on engineering. He is our AI guy, so if you want to talk AI, that's your guy. And of course, I've included our Twitter there, so please follow us so you can stay updated with the latest and greatest. So, quick but fun note before we go further, Dynamics was acquired by Fireblocks last year in October. So when you build with Dynamic for the weekend, you're building on an infrastructure that is backed by Fireblocks, which, fun fact, 15% of all global crypto and stablecoin transactions are secured and moved through the Fireblocks infrastructure. Basically, what that means is your project inherits real security and trust right out the gate. And if you don't believe me, don't worry, I brought receipts. Here are all the fintechs and enterprises that trust and build on us. Some notable callouts would be Kraken and Flutterwave. So, what is Dynamic? At its core, we provide non-custodial wallet infrastructure that scales. So that means we handle the login, wallets, signing, and on-chain UX, so you can skip the boring but important stuff and spend the weekend building the thing that actually matters. Here's a before and after, so you really get the picture. So before Dynamic, you gotta do the auth, the wallet connector, key management, and all that jazz before you even get to start on your project. But with your good friend Dynamic, you integrate once and you can go straight into building. And as you can see, we go pretty hard in the paint. We cover over 100 chains, 800 plus wallets, EVM and non-EVM like Solana, Bitcoin, Sui, Flow, and more. So whatever you're hacking on this weekend, we've got you covered. So your single most useful link for this weekend is dynamic.xyz/docs. When you go there, you will find our hacker cheat sheet by the sidebar. I made this personally for you guys, so please check it out or you're gonna hurt my feelings. Joking. This is your home base, so your quick start, prize tracks. We have open source resources for you, so you don't have to start at zero. Everything all in one place. And while you're there, it is crucial that you download the MCP for your agent. As you probably know, I cannot stress this one enough. So if you're using Cursor, Cloud Code, or Codex, it drops our dynamic docs straight into your AI assistant, so it writes accurately instead of just guessing. It's just one click, just do it. Okay, so now the important part, which is the cash money, the dollar bills. We have around $10,000 in prizes and 5 exciting tracks. Our top prize at $3,000 is our best use of Flow, so please pay attention to the demo that Eric is about to give. I'll give a quick opener in the next few slides. Next, we have best agentic build, so in the landscape of AI, you can give your AI agent a wallet or delegated access and let it run wild. We have best overall use or best on-chain app. This one is open-ended, so just build something great. I know we are all creative geniuses here, so I'm super excited to see what we can build. Best wallet glow up. So this is our continuity track. where you can bring your existing app and give the wallet and user experience a makeover. And finally, we have our best private Nano payments app, which is super cool. We are joining forces with Unlink and Arc, so you could use Dynamic for our embedded or server wallets. You could use Unlink for that private transaction layer, Nano payments with Circle, and deploy that on the Arc testnet. So you can find full details and requirements on our prize page or the ETHGlobal prize page. All right, so last thing before I hand off, some quick notes. Although the naming does say official Fireblocks Flow, I am proud to say that Flow is a product that is built and shipped by the Dynamic team. So let me break it down in 3 easy steps. First is to connect a wallet or exchange account. Step 2 is you can pay or deposit and withdraw with any asset. And thirdly, the asset settles in the configured stablecoin. An example of this would be like a user can pay in Solana and it would settle in USDC on base. So you could think of like merchant settlements and Fintechs and stuff like that. TLDR is accept any crypto, settle in any stablecoin, 1 SDK. But less talking, more showing. Eric, I'll let you show our really cool checkout demo. Good luck.
Sweet. Okay, I'm going to try to make it really simple for everyone here to use Flow. If I can figure out myself how to change the screen. Okay. That didn't work. Here we go. Figured it out. Zoom in. Okay, so we all probably have crypto. Probably some leftover meme coins from 2023, 2024 timeframe. And like me, they're probably just sitting in your wallet and you might want to find a way to use them. So what if your favorite merchant could accept a meme coin, but they don't get meme coins, they get USDC? So most of us probably, I have some USDC, but most of my crypto is just in like ETH, Bitcoin, Solana. So I'm going to walk through 3 different flows. Pun intended, because it really is like a flow of how you move crypto from point A to point B. I'm going to be upfront. They're all 3 very much the same. So when you actually go to do the implementation, the code difference is very, very minimal. So you could choose one and it works the same way. So we're going to talk about how to do a checkout. Think of this as like a merchant settlement, merchant checkout. There's a fixed settlement address. And they want to probably accept USDC on base, maybe on ETH, mainnet, who knows. There might be also, you might want to deposit funds to your app. Think of this as like prediction markets. You have sports books, things like that, or even a game. I think we chatted with someone earlier that is building a Web3 game on chain. It'd be pretty cool. And then the other one is like, once you've had users deposit funds, if you're not like me and you actually make the right predictions and that the Knicks are going to win, then you might want to actually be able to withdraw those funds that you won. So we do all 3 flows, and I'm going to show you all 3. The last one is a little bit more complex. It uses our embedded wallet product. So we'll just kick it off with checkout. So I'm going to buy this amazing backstage pass. It's definitely not to Taylor Swift because it's only 10 cents. Let me open up Firefox, MetaMask on the right side, not to be confused with Firefox. I'm going to select like a wallet. So we offer native wallet providers. So we think of like Wallet Connect, but on steroids. So it doesn't just support EVM and SVM. It supports Bitcoin. It supports Flow. It supports even Kraken, Coinbase, Checkout.com. So you can connect exchanges, but you can also connect pretty much any external wallets, over 600. So I'm going to connect MetaMask because MetaMask now supports Solana. I'm still going to select EVM. So I'll connect. All right. I have only 2 tokens that I can use, but this settlement in the example, we're going to make it bigger. That's better. Okay. So we're going to select Ether on base. So we'll select it. That's going to be too big. So under the hood, you're probably wondering, like, what are we actually doing? It's using DeFi protocols, right? Like we're not the liquidity provider. Fireblocks is not the liquidity provider. Dynamic is not the liquidity provider. Think of us as infrastructure. So we help you get from point A to point B and figure out all the stuff in the middle. So all I have to do is press confirm payment. And if I didn't wait too long for the quote to expire, and I did not, okay, it's going to convert. It's done. So now I have completed my checkout. I bought my backstage pass to some random artist for 10 cents. Hope they're good. And you're probably wondering how you actually integrate it. There's two ways. I'm going to do this once because it's the same for all three flows. You have the SDK or the API, and I'll make this a little bit bigger on the right side. The flow, for each one of these, you can literally copy paste this code, okay? What it doesn't provide is a UI. So you can bring your own UI, but embed it into your app. So if you want to use the SDK, you can use the SDK. You start by creating a checkout. This is a protected endpoint that you're going to call from your server. Then you go move to the front end, right? You're going to get a bearer token that you can use to then go through the flow. You're going to create a flow transaction. You're going to add the buyer source. And what happens when you add the buyer source, you may not want to trust that wallet that they're not on a terrorist watch list. So we do the checks for you, right? Make sure you're not interacting with a bad wallet. Then we're going to get a quote. And that, again, DeFi protocols, we return it back to you. And then where the magic happens, sign and broadcast. And then you're going to wait for settlement. So just pull the endpoint. So that's straightforward. It's 6 steps. Really 5. So you can actually reuse this flow multiple times. If you don't want to use the SDK, don't blame me if you don't. Use the API, right? Same exact flow. You create a checkout or a flow. You add a transaction. You add a source. You get a quote. You can broadcast and sign the transaction. Or sign and broadcast. That's it. So we have this resource available. It's flow.dynamic.dev. So be sure to check it out. We have webhooks because you might want to know in your app when the payment settles. Receive the webhook. There's several different events. I'm not going to go through them. Check out the docs. Pretty straightforward. And because we are Dynamic, we're embedded wallet provider. We provide you a lot out of the box that you can use if you're using the SDK. You don't have to rely on a third party to get your wallet list. We provide that for you. You don't have to rely on a third party to get your token list. We provide that for you. So it's not just the Flow product. We're providing all of this for you, right? So we'll move on to the next one. We will do deposit. The only difference is you actually get you get to enter the amount. I'm still going to do 10 cents. We'll select MetaMask again. We'll do Solana this time, be a little crazy. We'll select Solana. And we're going to, back out. That's why I don't want to do Solana. We'll do EVM. And we got to connect. We'll do Ether again. Confirm deposit. You're wondering, what the heck is different? Absolutely nothing. So whenever you do try this, if you want to try it out on the website, the deposits, the checkout, the funds go back to your wallet that you're using. So we're not trying to take your funds, right? So the 10 cents you're using, don't worry about it, goes right back to your wallet. So I'm not going to go through again how to do the setup, but now we're going to go into the more complex, which is the withdrawal. So this one is going to use the embedded wallet product. So imagine you have a platform, you want to allow deposits, and you want to also have a wallet for them inside your platform. So I've already done this, so it's not going to create a new one. I should have a little bit of funds in it. Oh, I may have broke it right before I joined. No, I broke it right before I coined. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about it instead of showing you. So basically what the checkout does, or the withdrawal flow, it's the same as the others. But what I've done, and I'm going to go back and fix it, is when you actually create and connect MetaMask, it will create an embedded wallet for you. And you might be wondering, why do you need an embedded wallet if you have an external wallet? To make it to where you don't have to click the little annoying box every time, right? So you can deposit funds. If you only want to accept USDC in your application, It's very streamlined, right? Select the settlement token as USDC on whatever network you want, mostly EVM and Solana at the moment. Then it deposits into that address that was created for the user using the Dynamic SDK. And then when you want to go to withdraw, it's the same thing. But you're going to prompt them to select what network they want to withdraw to. So they can select the network, and they can even select the settlement token. So if you want to offer a wide range of tokens, you can offer the wide range. If you want to offer one and just allow them to withdraw the USDC, you can offer that too. So I'm going to stop there. We have about 5 minutes, I believe, for some questions. Feel free to ask anything you have. So for the Flow product, we support nearly all EVM chains, all the majors and some of the minors, Solana, and we just added support for Tron, I believe, and Bitcoin. It's just not in my demo. Yeah. Go for it.
You have the testnet set up with Nano.
That's a really good question. The one problem with using DeFi protocols is that they don't work on testnets. So we're working with, we use Li-Fi under the hood, right? Like we won't make this, that black box, right? It's using Li-Fi. So we're working with them to try to open up some testnet availability, and we're going to try to add some liquidity. But the feedback that they're giving us, the feedback we're going to relay back to you guys, use a very small amount on L2s to test.
It would work though if the app itself is on essential.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Any more questions? Go for it. Yes. So stablecoin-backed cards are very interesting. There's several providers. The one that I'm the most familiar with is Rain. And there's two different ways you do settlement. You have a Rain managed settlement where what they do is they create a smart contract, so 4337 smart contract with a bunch of restrictions on it, where the user deposits funds from an EOA or an embedded wallet. And then the stablecoin card will then swipe from and deduct from the smart contract wallet. The other is if you want to self-manage, where you are kind of the managing the contract, or the program rather, to where you could leave it as an embedded wallet and allow them to deposit funds through Flow into USDC. And then when they go to swipe, you have about 300 milliseconds actually to confirm at a card swipe whether or not the transaction is successful or not. And so your server has respond, so you're not really able to check on chain, but you're going to respond back and then do a delayed settlement. So if you have questions about how to do that, more than happy to talk to you. I have a couple diagrams on how you can do it. Any more questions? I was hoping to get this to work, but I digress. Okay. No. All right. Awesome. Thanks, guys.